What's going on, guys? We're live. Welcome, everybody. All, well, two of you at this point. What's up, Nick? We are going to do things from a different camera angle this time because I'm picking killie eggs today. Oh, God, it's been a crazy freaking week. Preparing for the auction, preparing for other auctions, going to other fish clubs. It's a crazy time. Welcome to the 8 people that are in here. Just going to give it a second or so for people to join, and then we'll get going. So how's everybody doing today? Let's get chat going. Talk to me. Buy at the auction. Hopefully you can hear me. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, I saw those in the auction. They were pretty cool. I can't believe the amount of L181s that were in the auction, too. There was a bunch of them, which is pretty awesome. A lot of catfish in this auction, which is a good thing. We've come to be a catfish club. It seems like we've been known for that. Prices did hold up well. We ended up almost $18 a lot over the course of 467, 8, 9 lots, whatever it was. So, yeah, I couldn't believe it. And I have to say, Chris Tarashuk did a freaking amazing job. Moving lots, 280 lots in like under 2 hours. We got to bring him up to bucks. Dave, what's up, my friend? Yeah, so it's killie picking day. Well, killie and rainbows and everything else. Happy St. Patrick's Day. I'm going to show you guys how I do it. As I state in everything, this isn't the only way to do it. It's my way. It's a way that works for me. Raising fry is difficult, as is, but it's a lot easier when you start off with everything clean and sterile. So I wanted to, well, I wouldn't say sterile, but as clean as you could possibly get. So when I pick eggs, I have this so that I can point down here. I want to show you guys exactly what I use. So I have these old Sterlite containers. Everything that I have here was run through really, really, really hot water, and hit with a fresh, clean sponge to sterilize everything. So I use a container. This is what I normally drain my mops in. I always put a towel down on the table because, you don't want to end up accidentally with a whole bunch of water on the table. The towel can't talk today. The towel kind of soaks it up. I'm doing killies and rainbows today, so I got 2 different colored tapes that I use: purple for rainbows, blue for killies. And then these are my little fry boxes, or I call them my egg boxes. I have put these into my little fry rack. It's like one of those things that you get from what's it called? It's for like organizing garage screws. And then what I ended up doing was that there's always a little hole at the bottom for water drainage. If you could see that right there, I plug that hole up. So this is what I hold my killie eggs in, and well, rainbow eggs in general. Now these are good for up to 20 or 30 eggs. That's what I use them for. I do not put any more in that. If I do get a mop with more than 30 eggs, I generally don't pick it. I just throw the mop in one of my fry racks, which the fry rack, if you could see it right here, is all cleaned out, brand new fresh water change as of this morning. And it's been going all day. It's the room's up to 75 right now. I kind of kept it at 75 because, well, I'm going to be honest, I normally keep it at like 78, 80, and it's just way too damn hot down here to sit down here for an hour and do a stream with 78, 80 degrees. So more for my comfort, I just cut the temperature back a little bit today. But 75 is pretty good for killies and rainbows and stuff. So I got that. I got a marker to label everything. I've got some clean Java moss, and when I say clean Java moss, I'll show you what I use this for. This does not have any snails, doesn't have any pests. I have one tank in which I have separated out a batch of Java moss a couple of years ago, and it does not have any snails in it. Snails can eat eggs. I don't care what anybody says. Ram's horn snails do eat eggs. They won't bother Fry, but when they are at eggs, they will eat them. I've seen it happen. I've seen entire clutches of eggs get out. And then just fresh, clean tap water. This is not anything crazy. It's just regular water out of my tap. So you're asking how Bucks he can't make it sister's birthday. Damn it, that sucks. Yeah. So this thing always wants to auto shut down on me. Come on, stop that. All right, without any further ado, let's do some eggs. I've already fed my fish today. So we're doing a little bit different this week. It's going to be the fish egg feed, not the fish feed. All right. Now I haven't picked eggs in a very long time. Very long time. I mean, like a couple weeks. That doesn't mean everything is going to be super crazy because I haven't had a lot of live food, and killies always breed better when they do have live food. So normally what I do is I put the mops at the top of the tanks for a little bit, and I just let them hang for, I don't know, 10 seconds or so. So the first thing I am picking is gold gardener eye. Killie eggs are pretty tough. What's up, fish fam? All right. Let's see here, gold gardener eye. So I pour a little bit of water in here, normally about halfway. That'll keep eggs healthy or so. Bam, and I'm seeing eggs right away, which is really good. See the tip of my finger? Right there. So I don't know what it is. The gardener eye, for me, have not been as productive in the wintertime as they could be. So I got 2 eggs so far. I normally count when I have less than, less than 30 eggs. If I open the mop up, like I said, and I just see it's glittered with eggs, I just wind up throwing the whole mop in a tank. But I don't have the room to be doing that. Sometimes I only get a few eggs from each one. Let's see, there's 3. Oh, there we go. There's 4 or 5. 2 right next to each other. Tip of my finger. These guys lay at the top of the mop sometimes. Now, when it's summertime and I have a ton of Daphnia, here's 6, 7. And killie eggs are pretty sticky. They will stick to your hands. See if I can get you that. They will stick to your hands. Make sure you clean your hands before you do this. Don't wear lotions. Don't wear, wash your hands and be really clean with it. 8. Now I've got 2 pair of gold gardener eye in this tank as of right now. So 8 eggs over the course of a couple weeks is not great, but it's something. It's definitely something. And it's better than nothing, because that's potentially 8 fish, although it never, ever works out that way. I think that's what I got today, 8 eggs for these guys. Now, I've noticed from breeding killies over the years that a lot of them will lay eggs either in the bottom of the mop, as in right here, or at the top of the mop, which is, well, I'm sorry, I pointed at the wrong area, right up here. Oh, I got a 9er. I lost that. Oh, nope, there it is. Interesting. So this egg, yeah, God, this is going to be so hard to show on cam, but I'm going to try to show it to you. So that egg, if you could see to the left of it, that's a, the hell are those nematodes with the spiked heads? Planaria. That's a planaria that's like right attaching itself to the egg. So this egg will most likely not be good due to the planaria getting to it. They will eat eggs, but I will put it towards the back here, and I will see what's up. Cosmin, sorry I missed the last meeting last weekend. I'm sure it was fun. Usually miss the fin stuff. It's all right, man. The good thing about YouTube is you can go back and watch it. There's my 10th egg. One thing I never understood about killifish eggs is why they're so sticky. Definitely stickier than any other species of egg bearers. So, yeah, they definitely are. 11. See, now I'm going towards the top of them up here, and that's where I'm getting them all. Killifish eggs are definitely sticky. I wouldn't say they're the stickiest of eggs. Rainbow eggs are pretty sticky too. The good thing is most killie eggs are a lot bigger than rainbow eggs. At least the rainbows I raise a lot of pseudomagills and stuff. And those eggs are tiny and sticky, so they're a pain in the butt to pick. So most of the time when I get a whole batch of rainbow eggs, I'm just putting the whole mops in. It just works out better that way. All right, that's probably all I'm about to gonna do for this one. So that's 11 eggs and whatever. It is what it is. Not great, but also I don't complain. This is my absolute favorite stuff in the entire world for killie eggs, eggs in general. This bottle is probably 20 years old. It was my dad's. It's aquaflavin. They do sell it, but not for the aquarium industry anymore. Here, you can even see where I bought it from. Aquarium Paradise for $11. Well, I guess my dad bought it from there. So I just take a little toothpick and I keep it in the top here. And this works as a really good fungicide. Now, there is a formula out there known as Ken Warner's formula. If you guys want to ever Google it, it's basically the same thing as this. So with killie eggs, I always salt my water. So this water has a teaspoon, a gallon of salt in it. And then on top of that, I always use the aquaflavin. So the salt acts more as like a general preventative for diseases or bacterial diseases. And then the aquaflavin is a really, really good fungicide. So Dave Craw, do you have any chance of eggs from the mop sticking to the towel and then maybe carrying over to the next set of collection? Do you change towels between egg sets? No, I don't. That's a good point. You know what? You're probably 100% right on that. It's probably something I shouldn't do. I'm pretty careful about everything else. And like I said, if I see a mop and it is glittered with eggs, it will not touch the table. So, but yep, that's it. Well, let's not get aquaflavin all over the place. All right, so the next thing I do is label it. It is 317, right? Gardner Eye Gold. 11 eggs. Now these will hatch probably in 2 weeks from now at the temperatures that I'm keeping them at. So we'll do another stream in 2 weeks where I show my process of what I do from here. So I label it, and then they go in the incubator for a week or 2 weeks or however long it takes, and then I go throw them up right back in the tank. That's it. That's my process. Now, over the course of those 2 weeks, these are kept pretty dim. I do not do anything as far as lighting them. Most people hatch killie eggs in the dark. Now my water out of this tap becomes boiling hot. So off to the next batch of eggs. So these are Aphyosemion striatum lamberni. Got this pair from Bob Schradley about 8 months ago. And although they have been decently productive for one pair, I have not been successful in raising any of their fry. And I don't know why. I'm not sure if the male is sterile. There could be a lot of things that are happening here. So there we go. All right, where are we at in the chat here? One thing I never understood. Yeah, we said that. Cosmin, no, Miss Mako. There's going back to watch it. Yeah, Mako was a good meeting, man. Lots of killies there. Lots of good people. That's actually the first time I've been to Holy Mayor's Church, and it was actually very nice. A nice meeting setup area, nice big space. It was really awesome. So I will definitely go again. And it was about an hour and a half from my house where I live. Okay, I'm already seeing eggs with these guys. No. Oh, yeah, we said that. That's what I do, too, with the pseudomigills. I just move the whole mop into a separate tank. That's the way to do it, because they can be pretty productive. Now, striatum eggs are a little smaller. Like I said, I am getting very nice, clean, clear eggs with these guys. They look so good. And I know it's hard to tell on a YouTube stream. You know what? How about if I put them against that blue bag? I'm trying to get the camera to focus on it. But those eggs are really nice and clear. These are so sticky. Always check the outside of the mop, Dave, just for you. So that I'm sure that I don't get eggs on anywhere else. So I got one, I got two. I've got three. And once again, just super. Oh, I lost that one. Where'd it go? I lost it. No. Aha, got it. Like I said, super sticky. Part of the reason why I'm doing this too is because, like, I know that I really, really like to see the way that other people do things. A lot of the stuff nowadays that's on the internet, you only see, like in YouTube videos especially, I've noticed, you only see the successes of people. And the goal of this is, like I said, it's not to make money or anything. It's to show the successes and show the failures that I have as well, because you learn more from your failures than you do your successes. And trust me, I mean, in the past couple of weeks, I have had a lot of failures with everything. So I think I'm up to 6 eggs so far from one pair. Which, like I said, if I can even just get a few fry with these guys, I'd be happy. Because I just want to get next generation. 7 eggs. But yeah, so I'd really, a lot of the old timers in the Killie clubs that have been doing this for God knows how long. I mean, let's be honest. The average Killie keeper nowadays is in their 70s or 80s. But it's different with those guys versus like the new age of fish keeping, because the new age is you look up something online and you do whatever it is that you see. I have found that whenever I email friends that I've had in the club for 20, 30, or well, not 30 years, because I've been in the hobby for about 25, but whenever I email all of my friends that I've known for 20 years that are Killie keepers, they're very, very descriptive about what they do, why they do it. You know, especially with like, you know, some of the annual killies, whether they're divers or plowers or, you know, what temperature to keep stuff at. And you don't find that nowadays, I feel, as far as a lot of like the in-depth detail of things. I think that's it with these guys. I think I got 7 eggs. 8 eggs. Now these guys normally lay at the bottom of the mop or at the top of the mop, and now I found every single one of these eggs at the top. Or I'm sorry, they lay at the top normally, and I found every one of these eggs at the bottom. Ever hatched them on peat? Bob, I have never done that. Not Aphiosimians. Look at that. Stuck to my hand. No, I have never done that, and I don't know any killie keeper that does hatch Aphiosimians on peat. Come on with these guys. I know that people do what's it called? Blue Galaris over peat. The killies that I keep, I have never done it. You know what though? It might be worth a try, Bob. I might do that the next time I pull eggs from these guys, because it's been about 6 months now that I've been pulling eggs, and I think I've gotten 1 fry in 6 months, and it turned out to be a males. And then I just ended up throwing it in my tank upstairs, which was idiotic of me, because if it was the male that is infertile, I should have kept them and bred them back to mom. But it is what it is. All right, that's all we got with this. That's what I do to. Yep, there have to repeat. Do you find a sudden drop in your tap? Did you find a sudden drop in your tap TDS? Mine went from 180 to 130. I do large water changes, and some fish didn't like it. I don't have a drop in TDS in my system, so you have to realize I live a quarter mile from a reservoir. My water is super, super, super clean, and it's super soft. I come out of the tap at like 80 TDS. So I don't really worry about that. I'm about 7.3, 7.4 in pH, and during the winter, the pH actually bumps up a little bit. But I don't really worry about it too much, because most of the things I'm keeping, I can keep in those parameters. All right, so it is 317 striatum, 8 eggs. And listen, I know that you guys are probably saying, "Oh, that's such a small amount of eggs from one pair," and you're right. And the main reason is I just don't have the abundance of live food at this time of year. You know, you can get 20 or 30 when you do have live food. And, you know, it's all temperature dependent and dependent on a bunch of factors. So, all right, that goes back in the tank. These guys will sleep for a few weeks in my system. Next up is Gardneri P82s. Super strong strain of Gardneri. Got from Mike Trunkowski at Mako. Apologize. I love this strain. The fish are super, super blue, which is really nice. And although I like the strain, I hate this freaking mop that's in with them. But now the reason why I wash everything between the tanks is you don't want to cross-contaminate. At least as much as possible. Let's see, Dave. I used to put the eggs on peat after collection for mops. This well for Aphiosemian Australia and several Fundulopanchecs. They would have what I put in the water at 28 to 35 days. You know what? I have had such a problem with Austral as well that I'm going to try that today. We're going to try it, and we're going to see if it works. Hopefully it does. All right, I got eggs. And see, The definition of insanity is trying things over and over and doing things the same way and expecting different results. So I know that the P82s work really, really well, water incubating. Getting ring notifications here. All right. I don't like this mop as much. So this yarn is a thinner, it's a much, much thinner yarn than some of the other mops that I use. And it's more spindly. It tangles a lot easily, a lot easier than other things of yarn. Why aren't these guys producing as much as I would like? Man, I thought I was going to be a rock star today. Come down here, show you mops full of eggs. I got one egg from these guys. And there's like 4 pair in that tank with young pairs too. But that's just how it is sometimes. These guys go in spurts. I've got plenty of fry from them coming up. I have like 20 or 30 good sized fry from the P82s right now. But at the meeting this week, Mike's like, I raised these by the 100. I shipped out 500 eggs this week. Not sure if that's a fishtail or not, but we'll see when we go to his house in a few weeks for the meeting there. Now, I have no reason to think that Mike would lie to me. All right, that's it. That's unfortunately how it is sometimes. 1 egg. So it is what it is. And that's funny because the last batch of eggs I got out of these guys, it was like 50. $3.17 P82, 1 measly egg. All right, Dave. Yep, we said that. So I'm going to do that with my Austral. I've got 3 tanks of Austral breeding right now. One has 3 young pair, one has 2 mature pair, and then one is a spotless male that I got as a. Actually, I traded for eggs from my one friend. It was I think Hannah Morgan down in Tennessee, and I ended up getting a spotless out of it. So that's what happens when you're stingy. You know, you're freaking probably right, man. I've been using like 3 teaspoons of brine a day. I might have to go up. Might have to go up. Mike is big fish 55 on aqua, but he's moving fish. He's not. Oh, I know he's not. It was a joke. Mike's an excellent breeder. Don't take anything I ever say really seriously when it comes to that shit. All right, next up we have got. I'm skipping my clown killies because I have set up my clown killie tank to breed automatically. I put lots of live plants in there, and supposedly they breed in all the plants. So we'll see. And you just probably show up. So I'm hoping that's going to be the case. We will see. And I promise I won't be stingy with Brian anymore. If I have to, I will start doing 2 per day. This killie is really awesome. This is a Scriptaphio-Simeon Jerrii. The males are like solid green and blue and black. They're a really nice fish. That's 4 tanks down so far out of 16. Where are we at time-wise? Half hour? God, this is going to go a long time. Cameron, what's up, man? Welcome. Mako meeting at Mike Trenkowski's in May. Yep. I got them at the JSAX auction. What did you get at the JSAX auction, Cam? I've got 3 tanks of these guys going right now. They're normally my most productive killie, but they lay very small eggs. Oh, the Jerry Eye? Yeah, their eggs are so small that it's impossible. I'm sorry. Got to get you down here. That it's impossible to even. Well, I don't know. I don't know if you could see them or not. So tiny. Uh-oh. Something's running on my computer in the background. What do we got? Bitdefender? Stop. I guess that's a good thing. Defending me against viruses. Big clump of them. 5. For me, they are more productive than Gardner, I guess. 6. Yeah, they're an awesome killie as well because the females are pretty as well as the males. This is what I like when it comes to mops. You see how thick that mop is? Gives them a real good space to hide their eggs in. I've always found that because Gardner and I are egg eaters. Most killies will eat their eggs. And I am eating my words today. Do you know what it is with these guys too? Their eggs are so tiny, and most of these are eyed up already. I might have the wrong color mop for them for optimal viewing because, as you can see with this mop, it's a whole bunch of different natural colors. This mop is probably 50 years old, if I'm going to say. So this was one of Rosario LaCourte's mops that he gave to my dad a long time ago. Rosario and my dad were really, really close. They only lived like 15 minutes apart from each other. I lost count of how many eggs I had here. Does someone remember? Here's one more. I think I'm at like 7 or 8, which I only have 1 pair of these guys. But if I get tops on them, or do you have some bottom mops as well? So these mops pretty much hit the entirety of a 5-gallon tank. They go from the top to the bottom, and I kind of keep it that way. So the fish get to choose whether or not they want to breed at the top of the mop or breed at the bottom of the mop. These guys are all in the center, which is a little weird. But that looks like it. Nope, that's not it. Let's call that 8 and 9. Right, 8 and 9 sound right? The important thing is everything is breeding still, even during the winter time when I don't have as much live foods. And I hear the stairs creaking. That means my wife probably put the baby to bed, and she might come down and help me. Because to me, this is super therapeutic. I love picking killie eggs. It's a lot of fun. All right, we're going to call it there because the stream can't go on all night long, and I still have about 10 tanks to go. All right, so 317 Jerry. And by all means, if you guys have any other questions about how I do things or suggestions of how I do it better, how I could do it better, this is a learning opportunity for everybody. Speak now. I'm definitely trying the Australia repeat this time. That's the one thing I do, just to see how they are. Whoop, that's a lot of acroflavin, but that's okay though. Do I do anything special to the water for crystal shrimp? Yes, I do. So my crystal shrimp are upstairs. I do not have them in the fish room because they can't take 78-degree temperatures. So I put all RO water in the tank for my crystal shrimp. I have in a 20 long. They get 20 gallons of RO water, and then I remineralize the water. And I think I go to like no, I'm sorry, that's wrong. 150 TDS, right around there, is where I remineralize the water to. And crystal shrimp do not like, I believe it's carbonate hardness. They like just regular GH. So this is what I used for regular Neos. They sell one that's specifically for Caridina shrimp too that does not have the carbonate hardness. It only has the GH in it too. So I know this is an expensive way to do it, but it works really, really, really well. And it's been the way I've been doing it for a while now on the crystal shrimp. Now, keep in mind, I am not an expert in crystal shrimp. I literally just got my first babies from them after having them for a year, like a couple weeks ago. I just saw a couple babies in the tank. All right, so this is a really, really young pair of killies, and it's a very rare pair of killies that I have not seen anybody have. This is Northobranchius mamorius makubwe. I don't know if there's going to be any eggs in here or not, but I'm going to check just because I'm super excited for them. So Northos are bred in a different way since they're an annual killifish. The way they are bred and the way that I breed them is over green sand. I'm hoping that there's going to be eggs here because I am super excited about these Northos. I want you guys to look this up if you're bored right now. So it's Northobranchius, Nothobrancius, marmorius, Marmoreus. It sucks because I had like 35 fry of these, and I ended up with a whole lot of males, and I actually have 2 females. One is not in there right now. So with Northos, like I said, I breed them over green sand. Green sand is essentially just a mineral that you can get from a garden store. I do them in these low flat bowls that are super clear. And they have only been in this tank a few weeks. No, I'm sorry, less than that, 2 weeks. So I guess that's a few. So normally what I do is I just take a pipette, I do that, and then I swirl it. And if there are eggs, they will be in the middle. And if there are not eggs, well, they won't be in the middle. Can't tell yet. It's hard to tell. This green sand is also like really, really, really old. Let's see where we're at. I'm excited, but I'm not hopeful. Okay. So I do not see any eggs. Yep, I do not see any eggs, unfortunately. Oh well. Young pair. This pair was They hatched on 1/23/25, and they're already at the point where they could be sexually mature. Now, I don't know what this species, so 1/23/25, they are not even 2 months old yet. And that's the good thing about doing Northos, is that they can start breeding as early as 6 weeks. I think Northobranchius pomquisti or Forshire or something fun story is they are the fish in the animal kingdom, or the invertebrate that go from egg to sexual maturity the quickest out of all fish. And that was roughly 6 weeks. I've been babying them, but they're not ready at, let's see, roughly 8 weeks old, and that's okay. Not going to fault them. All right, so the next pair I got, this is about a 2-year-old pair of Apiosemium bitaniatum osumare. Now, I'm seeing eggs already on the outside. So the Lagos Red has been available in our aquarium club for a long time. From what I'm told is that the Osumare, I traded a guy off of Aquabid or Facebook, I don't even remember, for these. I got these eggs about 2 years ago, and they took a long time before they came to maturity. But they lay pretty decently big eggs, as you can see right there. And they're not as productive as some other killies. Most of the time, I'll get 7 or 8 eggs out of this mop over a 2-week period. Most of the time. But they have been very consistent. And the good thing about them is their eggs have been, like, almost every egg has been super fertile. So I could just have gotten lucky with a really, really good pair. Or I could just, they like my water. I don't know. Do you check and remove fungus eggs during incubation, or does the salt and acroflavin keep the fungus at bay? Okay, so acroflavin does not prevent fungus. Acroflavin will prevent fungus from spreading. That's the good thing about using it. And yes, I do separate it out as soon as I see something that is fungused up, and every one of these eggs are eyed up too. So at 2 weeks, if these eggs were laid 2 weeks ago, I'm expecting these guys to hatch pretty easily. Ooh, I got a pond snail in there. That's no good. And Dave, I'm heeding to your advice right now, and I am not letting this thing touch the table as much, because you are right. And it's always good to keep really good practices so that you don't cross-contaminate these guys. And when I say cross-contaminate, hybridization of killifish is a no-no in the hobby. It's just something you really don't do. 2-hour aquarist sent bags of their Sky product for remineralization powder for the BCS auction. I've never, hold on, 2-hour aquarist? I don't think that's the product. I think I use Brightwell Aquatics for my remineralization stuff. I'm just not familiar with them. Has anybody ever used them before? Because hell, I'd love to try some new stuff. Granted, there is a lot of snake oil in the hobby. You guys probably know that. But there's also things that might be expensive, but they work. Like, for example, my little thing of remineralization powder, the liquid remineralization. I know that I can buy the powder cheaper and mix it myself. I just found that I never got as good mixing. Now, this is really bad because I'm getting pond snails in here. So I have to do something to that tank to get pond snails out because they definitely eat eggs. I'm seeing that here. I think I'm up to 7, which is literally right at the normal for these guys. They are, and keep in mind, this is one pair. There's 8. Oh, 8 and 9. But 9 is smushed, I think, right? Hold on, let's check. 9 is, no, 9 is not smushed. My eyes just deceived me. So that's more than the average than I get for these guys. But like I said, the good thing is, most of their eggs hatch. And another thing about the bibs, they look really, really nice, even when they're young. They take a while to sex out, but they really, really look nice. Or not the bibs, the Bitaniatums. There's Bivitanum and Bitaniatum. I do have both. I always get them confused. I used to breed Australorhynchus, Patriciae, and sand. I found out that the sand causes more bad eggs. I blame that on the sand causes scratches and inviting bacteria and such. Yeah, possibly. It depends on what kind of sand you have, too. Hello, wife.
Hello.
Becky's going to come down here and pick some eggs with us. Becky, you want to pick eggs?
Sure.
Okay. Why don't you work on the Austral tank next? So we're going to do Austral a little differently today based on some information I got from somebody else. Here, why don't you grab a clean container to put the eggs in? And where did our other chair go that was down here?
I think it might be upstairs or...
It might be upstairs? Okay.
Yeah. Orange Austral?
Yeah, so there's 2 tanks of them right here. Let's do the left tank. Because those are the older pair. The other ones I literally just got this weekend from Bob. So I don't think there's going to be many eggs in there. I'm going to let them go a little bit. All right, I'm doing all right. Everything is averaging out at about 9-10 eggs. That's, I think we got 9 out of these guys. So this is 317 by Teeny Osumai 9 eggs.
We're behind. I feel like we haven't...
We are behind, and that's okay.
In a little while.
That's okay. Life gets in the way. When you're going to all these aquarium clubs, you're trying to maintain a life or a social life.
Yep.
You're trying to do, here, can you do me? Why don't you do this? Can you put that back in the Osumare tank? Please, thank you. Believe it or not, fish is not my only hobby. I have a lot of other ones as well. I have too many hobbies. That's the freaking problem.
Yeah, you have more hobbies than anyone I've ever met before.
You think so?
100%.
It's the 3D printing. Could you wash that out, please? Hot water. 3D printing. I metal detect. I raise Nepenthes, carnivorous pitcher plants. What else do I do? I don't know. I do a whole bunch of stuff. Yep. A lot of everything. Yeah, so I'm just trying to keep everything clean. All right, so I did all of these guys already. I did these. These did not hatch or did not have anything. The orange Austral in this tank are really young still, and I just got them. I want to fatten them up a few weeks before I do anything. These guys I'm going to pick right now. Maybe want to grab some of the rainbows because that guy is a lone male. I got to do, yeah. Why don't you start on the rainbows? Suda Miguel Fricata, she's going to start doing. And here, I will let you sit because I am a gentleman.
Okay. I can grab another chair. There's another chair in the other basement.
Oh, is there? Okay. Which was this? This was Austral, right?
Yeah. And
Yep.
then I got this is Austral water from that. Oh no, we don't do that.
We don't do that. No, we're doing clean water.
Sorry, I forgot.
It's okay. Yeah, I used to raise the fish in their own tank water, but I found out that by doing that, you wind up introducing a bunch of small stuff to the tank water. And see, I don't know what it is. The Austral. You remember the Austral last time? We got like 15 eggs from them. This, I don't even see one. And they are getting most of the bloodworm, or the most of the white worms that I have. Not even a single egg. That's crazy. All right, it is what it is. Got fresh, clean water. Yep, no Australian eggs. You can sit down and pick some rainbows if you want. I'll read some comments. Remember, these guys have pretty big eggs.
Yeah.
No, planaria kill snails. Maybe. Hold on. Did I? Yeah. I don't know if planaria kill snails or not. I'm going to be completely honest with you. I know they definitely hit eggs. Got to get going. Elite Menagerie, thank you for coming. Appreciate you, everything that you do, watching and coming every week. Do you usually check and collect eggs weekly, Dave? I would love to, but I don't
Yeah,
have the
that's the
time to.
goal.
That's the goal.
Well, we kind of said like every 10 days we were trying to. Remember, like,
Yeah.
and then we kind of got away from that.
Yeah, it just life gets in the way. And nothing. Do you know why you see all the snails in the mop?
Yeah, there's a lot of snails.
Way too many snails. Let me clean out some of the snails. You could start on the next one. I got a couple. They lay them at the top.
Next one is the.
Next one is the Lacordae. Yeah. So I'm gonna be honest with you guys. Nematobricon Lacordae. This is the tetra that was named after Rosario. I don't know how to breed them. I have never gotten a single egg from them. The one you're about to check. Yeah. Never have gotten a single egg from them. If you do get any eggs from them, I'm gonna jump for joy. I got 2. Oh my god, there's so many pond snails in this mop.
Yeah, there was.
I really have to do a mop.
Use your snail traps.
Yeah. 3. Didn't even go in the water on that one. No more fricatas. There's the fork-tail rainbow.
You're gonna be jumping today.
Not gonna be jumping?
No.
All right. So Mike says they're pretty easy to breed. I have not experienced that. Putting a towel on the floor here because I'm dripping everything. All right, Praecox rainbows next.
Those have big eggs, right?
Yep. Let me just clean these things out. And then I gotta label that thing. Remember, there have been times where we have gotten 200 eggs out of this mop.
Oh, they're little. Okay, I see them.
Yeah. Praecox eggs are tiny. Yeah, so you do that. I'm gonna label this. So these were the fricatas.
Oh yeah.
You think I should pick up magnet fishing as well? There's a lot of them.
Can you see?
Oh yeah. Is it enough that we should just put the mop in the tank? Oh no. Yeah.
Well, just that one spot.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that one spot's glittered. Yeah, pick them. It's not like there's 200 eggs in the mop. Praecox have generally been our most productive rainbow. I actually have a really good spawn of them coming up here. You see all the babies?
Oh wow, yeah.
Yes, I just moved all the Praecox babies to this tank.
Yeah, you moved everything that was over there, right?
I did. I cleaned out the fry system.
Yeah, I saw that.
This way, when we get all the babies, they can go into it. Because being that we didn't harvest for
Yeah, we're really behind right now.
a very long time, we're just gonna say. Yeah, I expect a couple eggs to be eyed up. All right, so we got 11 eggs, 8 eggs, 9 eggs, 9 eggs, 9 eggs, 1 egg, 3 eggs. So I don't know, about 50 killie eggs so far, roughly.
This is 15 so far.
15 Praecox, all right.
Actually, 16, 17, 18.
Yep, 16, 17. Yeah, there's probably 50 or so in that mop, and we just don't know it.
And the last 3 I got are very eyed up. See? They're really dark.
Oh yeah. I think you should pick up magnet fishing. We said that. Love carnivorous plants. Yeah. So I probably have 300 Nepenthes upstairs in my
Put live
office.
stream in there one day.
I will. I promised Dave from Mecca that I would do a live stream in my room one day
Yeah,
up
you
there.
should.
But then I can't feed fish, and it's called the fish feed.
Mhm.
No planaria. Oh, no planaria, the product. Yes. It apparently kills snails. I have snails in my killie tanks, and I don't mind them. Yeah, I mean, I don't mind them as long as they don't eat eggs, but Blue Dream Shrimp Tank. But doesn't the no planaria kill shrimp as well? I don't know. That's what I was told. All right. But these damn freaking mutant pond snails. Can't stand them. Flick. Gone.
30 eggs.
30. Oh boy, you're
I
showing.
came down and
You came down and you're showing me up.
Yep.
And even that's not a lot. I mean, typically stuff is really slowed down in the wintertime.
Is that normal?
Yeah. And that's okay because it gives the fish a break, too. We're coming up on our 1 hour mark, too. So we're going to do a few more tanks here and then we're going to end this today. So thank everybody for coming. This is pretty awesome. This is one of my favorite parts of the hobby is picking eggs. It's always fun. Wish I had more to look at this shit. See, this is why that's all planaria right there. It's freaking crazy. I don't even know where it comes from. Like none of these tanks have ever had plants in it. And I'm convinced they just eat every egg. Because these were so productive, these sunset rainbows. And now they're just not. And I don't know whether it's whatever. How many eggs we at?
41.
41, all right.
42.
Well, at least the Praecox.
Yeah.
You got a good batch of them. I would say a good batch from them is like we've gotten 50 eggs from them.
Yeah, we're about to. We're at 44 now.
Yep. All right, so the Oserai are young still. I have about 10 young pair in that tank, which is, I don't even have a mop in there. They're just kind of doing their own thing. Blue Gularis, I'm fattening up that female. So I got 2 tanks left. I got the Gardneri Mum Fence, and I got the Chromathiosimium bivitatum Funge. Let's turn that back on. So I'm going to do the Chromathiosimium. So we got 2 more tanks, and then we're ending it. I would say it was an average day for winter on some species, and a below average day on some. So these bivitatum fungi, these were the ones that I got from Hannah at the Clash. And they are super fun and cool fish.
Okay, just hit number 50.
Just hit 50? Whoops. Too much water in there. Seeing eggs already. Yeah, this egg production is gonna ramp up so much once I start getting live food in the tanks every day. Especially when I have, ounces of Daphnia to feed.
Yeah.
Can't wait for it. All right, I got a good amount of eggs from these guys so far. I'm at 5 already from the Biv. Six, 7. And I probably won't do another Killy egg stream for at least in the near future, because I can understand doing this every week would get super boring.
Yeah, I feel bad for the people watching.
Well, it's 5 of my friends, so. But the good thing is you could just relax, put this on the TV. There's no pressure for anything here.
Okay, if you started
The whole
with
point
a
of this.
51, I might call
51,
it.
call it.
Yeah, I think.
That's
wait,
good.
No,
All right.
No, 50,
Oh,
53.
53.
And we're going to call it there.
I think I'm at 9 on the Biv.
In there?
You can kind of see them floating around there. All right, so with that, don't get those. Remember I had my Java moss?
Yeah.
This is where I put Java moss in the tank. So we're going to take one strand, and we're going to put one strand in there, and we're going to swirl that around so the eggs stick to the Java moss. If you put 50 rainbow eggs in one container like that,
Yeah.
they will stick to each other. What do you got?
I'm just going to label it.
Label it right there. Purple label, please. All right, this was in the Biv tank. Got one more tank, guys, and we're calling it.
Doesn't take much to entertain.
No, it doesn't really. Right, definitely not doing those. These are really young, not doing these. That's just the male. I got the female in the other tank fattening herself up right now. So I will grab the mum fence. I only have one young pair of Gardneri mum fence. They are a pretty cool Gardneri. They're like almost a white Gardneri compared to other species. I will put this back. This was Praecox, right?
Yeah.
You can see how this could be dangerous with us moving mops around. Pretty good at it after all these years, at least remembering. It's one thing the good Lord blessed me with was a good memory. And eagle eye hawk vision. All right, the last one, Beck, is going to be Gardneri mum fence right down here. So you grab that and grab the thing, and we're good. And
funny, I was just saying today how I really need glasses.
How you really need glasses?
Yeah.
No planaria is a nut extract that is shrimp safe. I did not know that. I assume it is to targeted soft body inverts. If it doesn't take much, it doesn't take much to entertain. Yeah, I know. Definitely doesn't take much to entertain fish people. The good thing is, like I said, I fed already. So after this, we get to go to bed. And then the grind starts all over tomorrow. So this is What's up?
I just love how this one feels.
That
I
mop?
don't know.
Yeah.
It's just the type of yarn it is.
Yep. So we got over 100 eggs in total today from everything. Could be a lot better, but it is what it is.
Needed to be done.
Yep. Hey, theoretically, 100 eggs is 100 fish, but it never works out that way. Never works out that way. Anything in that mop?
Are you expecting anything? I don't see
It's a young
anything.
pair.
Yeah.
I just.
I don't think I see anything
No.
in there.
Yep. That's okay. I think I've gotten 4 eggs from them in the last time when I was feeding them super heavy on on worms. That's okay. That's it. That's all we got. Like I said, what I have is not the best setup. But 100 eggs is nothing to be shy about either. So, thank you guys for coming along every week and talking to me and spending an hour. I appreciate everything. I hope to see everybody. I'll be at Mecca tomorrow night. I'll be at North Jersey on Saturday. And then what do we got? We got Bucks County on the 28th. So, thanks, guys. See you all next week. Same time, same channel. Bye-bye.